Good morning, boys and girls. All right. So last we left off, they had been going to the hospital. Different kids have been checking out Mr. Turp in the hospital. We had Danielle was the last one, and she was kind of talking to her grandma. And her grandma started to appreciate Mr. Turp a little more. Realized that, maybe this guy's a pretty special dude. So now we're on to Anna. I pumped my legs back and forth on the swings. I needed to get some momentum going so that I wasn't just sitting with my feet dangling in the puddle below me. Danielle, Jessica, and Lexi sat on swings too. Danielle right next to me. It was nice to be outside for recess again, now that the snow was gone. Charlie was at my house when I got home from school yesterday, I said. Danielle's pumping stopped. Mom told me they were just sharing a cup of coffee and some conversation. Danielle pumped slowly again, but she still didn't say anything. If Charlie marries my mom, what would that make us? I went on. Sisters? Danielle put her feet down and hopped off her swing. She turned to me right in the face. My pumping slowed. Was something wrong? She looked right at me. Anna, Charlie will never marry your mother, Danielle said. My family would never allow it. I stopped the swing. Jessica and Lexi stopped theirs too. Why? I asked. My family, Danielle started to say, then her chin and voice lowered. My family doesn't approve of your mother. I felt like I just got run over by Charlie's red truck. My whole body grew weak, but my mom's a good person, I said. I know, Danielle said. She scuffed the mud with her foot. But it's not that easy. If it weren't for Mr. Turp's accident, I don't think I would have ever been allowed to go over to your house. I learned something that day. Even after all this time, my mom was still ostracized for something that happened long ago. And because I had contributed to Mr. Turp's accident, I was going to pay for it for the rest of my life. Now we're on to Jessica. Let's see what her take is on this. Act 10, Scene 2. I discovered another reason for Mr. Turp's predicament the day Anna and Danielle and I were on the swings. A reason bigger than simply getting Danielle over to Anna's house. That was only a start. Just like Mr. Turp did help Lexi reunite with Anna, Danielle, and me, I had to wonder if maybe Mr. Turp's accident was going to help Danielle's family accept Anna and her mother. I sure hope so. All right, now we're on to Jeffrey. Boring day after boring day puttered by. Life was back to normal where everything stunk. We all thought about the same thing, but never talked about it. Not everybody together. Little groups whispered here and there, but that was it. I didn't participate. Too many bad, scary memories. Then something happened to break silence. Oh boy. Let's see what happens. Now we'll do maybe two more. Jessica. Act 10, Scene 3. Enter Miss Kelsey. I came up here today to share some news with all of you, she said, a smile on her face. How could she smile at us like this? Didn't she know James is going to be leaving school? James is going to be leaving school. More sad news, I thought. Great. This is wonderful for James. He's not doing so well in school. He now has a chance to join a classroom like yours. He's been doing so well in school. He now has a chance to join a classroom like yours in the town where he lives. We stayed quiet. I knew I was supposed to be happy for James, but I didn't feel excited about anything right now. I think everyone felt the same way. Miss Kelsey started to look puzzled. She didn't understand our silence, but Miss Williams gave her an encouraging nod. The collaborative classroom would like to invite all of you to a surprise going away party for James, Miss Kelsey went on. You've invited us to so much and done so much for us that we've decided that it was our turn to invite you to something. Plus, James loves you guys. You guys really made the difference. You're the reason he's improved and gets to move on. We made the difference. I felt good for a second, but then I thought about how none of this would have happened if it weren't for Mr. Turp. I couldn't feel happy about anything, not without my teacher. All right, now we're going to hear Jeffrey's perspective on this whole thing. All right. Miss Kelly, Jeffrey. So he was good buddies with James. Miss Kelsey brought us good news, and it fired me up. James is leaving, she said. How was that supposed to be good news? Everybody I ended up liking, I ended up losing. Why did I even bother trying? All right, we'll call it for a day, and let's see where we go next. All right, have a great day.